Hey guys, Marsing in here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and funnily enough, I actually had a lot of people ask for me to showcase this unit on the 200% leader skill. So we are going to be looking at the free-to-play physical Golden FRIEZA, released a long time ago when the BROLY movie story event came out and all the stages were fully updated. Funnily enough, one of the few units that I have actually not ever link leveled. Now, he doesn't have big bad bosses. Obviously, he would be better at full level 10 links, but fortunately, he doesn't have big bad bosses. When I went to set this video up earlier, I checked his links, and if he had big bad bosses, I think I probably would have thrown him on the link level team and then not showcased him until he was actually fully link leveled. But it is what it is. Now, obviously, with this unit, you know, he needs an easy A, I suppose, to be fully competitive in the current meta, but we're going to see if he could be somewhat useful on the 200% leader skill. So he has 30% damage reduction, he gets 15% defense with each attack received, up to 60%, and then he gives movie boss category allies 2 key and attack and defense 30%. Now, the thing you can obviously notice straight away as an older unit, he doesn't have any base defense of his own. He has the 30% that he gets from the support, and then he'll get the 15% with each attack received up to 60, and that's it. And then the damage reduction, obviously, on top. His super attack effect is that he does supreme damage and raises extreme class allies' attack by 30% for 1 turn. Now, the fact that he does that as well as supporting movie bosses, that is actually pretty good. He is on both the Wicked Bloodline 200% leads, because obviously he's on Wicked Bloodline, of course, so he's on the Metal Cooler team, but he's also on Terrifying Conquerors and Transformation Boost, so he's under Cooler's 200% leader skill as well, the STR Cooler. So I am actually running one of each lead, so I can just keep them on the opposite rotation together, and then we're going to link up this Golden FRIEZA, probably with the third form FRIEZA, because of course he supports sworn enemies, which this FRIEZA is. So you can see turn 1 we have 66k defense, so you know, not particularly impressive. Now we are buffing the Cooler here, as well as the fact that when we attack, we're actually going to be buffing him as well with the super attack effect. So it'll be interesting to see what sort of damage we get out of the STR Cooler on this turn. So we take 21k. Unfortunately, we get supered. I really wanted to see 3 normal attacks in a row, just so we could see that defense build up. But so even by the 3rd hit, he's not taking double-digit damage. So that's not a good sign for the later stages, where we're obviously going to be getting hit much harder. But Cooler taking full advantage of the buff from the super attack effect and the actual support passive, and of course we don't take him out, although sometimes that's better in these showcases, right? Because now this turn's just going to be over in, like, you know, 1 attack, and then we go straight back to the rotation that we actually want to showcase in this video. So we'll let Metal Cooler get hit and get some more build up here, or not, I guess. Could just get the level 3 dodge, I suppose. And then he can finish off Vegeta. I'm going to jump into one of the red zone stages that has an int boss as well. So, because obviously this FRIEZA doesn't have any build up or anything, so it's not like he's going to get better as the event goes on. Now here we do have, what, 80% support on the rotation, because Cooliza gives 30. Be awesome if he was 40, but yeah, he gives 30. So with the 50% from Cooler, because we are on Transformation Boost, we're getting 80%. So 111k defense. He's still got 1 hit to go to get another buff, and he has the 30% damage reduction. So obviously the defense is low. The damage reduction is obviously supposed to be there to, like, supplement that, but I mean, it's not really going to do a huge amount, is it? At least we take double digits from the normal attacks. And then, yeah, look at that. 1 million attack stat. Ooh. Calm down, Golden FRIEZA. Ooh, 1 million. And then I did give mine quite a bit of dodge, because obviously until he gets an easy A, yes, he still takes 161k from a super. At this point in the event, most of the other units that you could run on the team wouldn't be taking that kind of damage, I guess. But you have to think about the fact that he's a free-to-play unit. Is he a free-to-play option for this team? I mean, he's providing support as well as having the damage reduction. So I guess depending on how strong your Wicked Bloodline box is overall, you probably could run him as a support unit, maybe floating. Obviously, he's not going to stand up to the toughest content in the game, but you could probably get away with running him as a support. I don't think I would run him like we are for this showcase as like a main rotation slot 1 tank. Maybe in the early turns try and get those hits in so he can get his defense built up. Because obviously he does need to be hit 4 times in order for him to be fully maxed out. And so if you're going into something like Red Zone Broly, where the first stage is STR and can already super attack for a pretty significant amount of damage, you're not really going to want him to be taking a ton of attacks. So we do share every link except Thirst for Conquest and Shattering the Limit with this third form FRIEZA. And then we have Thirst for Conquest with Cooler. Cooler is already at 357k defense. We actually are getting more support. We got defense lowered because we got super attacked. But because we are on sworn enemies, I was just making sure 100%. We're getting 90% support now this turn as opposed to last turn. It's just unfortunate that we got our defense lowered. So I wonder if he would die to a super attack here from an STR unit, because his passive is fully built up. Well, we're not going to find out. Although third form FRIEZA, of course, is not very good defensively before he super attacks either. So I wonder if would the Golden FRIEZA have taken less. He took a lot less from the previous phase, but that wasn't type disadvantage. Because you got to remember, the damage reduction obviously does go a long way. 30% damage reduction is pretty good. It's just I don't know how well it's going to save him from some of these more damaging attacks. It'll be interesting to see how much the normal attacks from this STR Vegeta are actually going to do here. We're going to get the full... Well, we almost got the full 4 super turns. So 1.2 million. His super attack animation is very basic, but I always thought it was kind of cool. But yeah, we take anything between, wow, 11 to 14k off of the normals. Now, we were defense lowered this turn, so that is unfortunate. At least the next time that he's back, we won't be defense lowered because the that effect will have worn off from the super. So we'll see what he's looking like on the next turn. We've got another example here where we can just finish this turn off very easily and then move on to the next one. So let's just grab these for you and then top up that HP a little bit. Because yeah, Metal Cooler hasn't even been hit enough to get fully built up yet. Just a casual, you know, almost 11 million attack stat on this rotation with the 30% support. Metal Cooler, very, very good. Can't get enough of this Wicked Bloodline team, but I don't know if I would be running this this physical Golden FRIEZA in a lot of events. We have type advantage now, though. So this is him with only the 40% support from third form FRIEZA. And yeah, he's got just under 100k, so that's without him being defense lowered. So even with a support unit on the rotation, activating 5 of his links and giving him 40% support, he still doesn't even have 100k defense. So there's a dodge. Well, yeah, he doesn't even take double-digit damage from the int Vegeta. So yeah, I said at the beginning I was gonna take him into a red zone stage against an int boss. I was thinking like maybe Bojack or something, but to be perfectly honest, if he can't tank normal attacks for double digits from this Vegeta, then obviously he's going to get, you know, he's going to take even more damage in the red zone. But, I mean, I guess we could jump in after this turn and see exactly how much he's going to take. Although I guess I would like to see one turn against the physical Super Saiyan Blue phase so we can see how much he takes type neutral. Because judging from this rotation, it's going to be a disappointingly high amount. Alright, we're getting the Dokkan attack this turn as well. So, alright, so we're going to get this finished off. I might as well hit the node so we can just kill him this turn. Get it out of the way. And then we also get a nice full heal off of that. And then we can see one turn of him tanking type neutral against physical Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, and then we will jump into a red zone stage. So how much are we going to do here damage-wise? Can we come through with the crit? I think my Metal Cooler only has like 11 crit. He has more additional than crit, but should still do good damage regardless. Yeah, just a, you know, 17 million damage. Yeah, that's all. So pretty nice full heal, and we do have double support on this rotation as well. So do you have Thirst for Conquest? You do. Oh, you have Thirst for Conquest and Shattering the Limit. All right, let's do this. So the only problem with that is we only get to take one attack. What's your defense with? So 117 and 113, because you do get quite a bit of extra defense from Thirst for Conquest. And then 118 if he's in the middle. Well, I'd rather see... I want to see him take these hits, so... It's perfect rotation layout as well, because we get to hide the third form Frieza where there's only one attack, so... 35k. Oof. From type neutral. So again, for a free-to-play option, like if say you pulled the Metal Cooler or the LR Cooler, the STR one, and you don't have a huge selection of units that you could potentially use for his team, you could probably get away with running him in a lot of events, but when it comes to things like the Red Zone, maybe not, because, you know, 35k type neutral from these attacks means he's going to take a little bit more than that from Blue Evolution at the very end. And then, of course, if he gets hit with the final flash in the AGL phase, that would probably be a guaranteed KO. But let's go ahead and jump over to one of the Red Zone stages, and we can go ahead and see how much damage he actually is going to take from one of the more difficult int bosses. Okay, so here we are in the Red Zone Bojack fight. Obviously, we haven't gotten to Bojack yet. We're on the first phase against the minions. Let's try and take you out here. So on this rotation, we have 4 links active. We do have 64k. This is Golden Frieza's first turn, so obviously he hasn't had any of his passive build up yet. Want to try and take out Zangya if possible, so that, you know, she's the one that would deal the most damage to Golden Frieza. I think she's attacking first as well, which is unfortunate. If the int enemy was attacking twice and then her, then obviously Frieza would have some of his defense build up before she attacks. But let's see, 76k, then 6,000, and then 2,000. Okay, 76,000 type neutral was with the support on turn 1. So, alright, we'll see how we go here. So let's go for... Let's get rid of you. I say get rid of, it's not like we're going to take him out in this one turn. Go for Zangya again. Well, I think actually we had attack lowered Bujin as well, so he would have been doing less damage in general anyway. And then we'll do this. So we should be able to get through the minions, I think probably by the end of the next turn. Because the next turn we should have Metal Cooler and the STR LR Cooler together. So obviously going to speed things up once we get those two together. All the links that they share, Big Bad Boss's Legendary Power. Such a great rotation, just having the two of them together. And then support makes those two go absolutely crazy. And you can lower the Bojack minions' attack and defense. So obviously STR Cooler can get his full passive. So that's the super attack from his passive. And then we just didn't get the hidden potential one. Because that could have been a good old triple super turn. But we take out Zangya, which is the important thing. We need third form Frieza. Come on, give me at least one more super. I'll take this guy out. No, okay. I see how it is. Alright. Okay, so I guess we want... we want to get our attacks built up, so we probably should do this. How well do you link with these guys? You link a little bit better with you. Okay. Personal Conquest does give some defense as well. Although, actually, does it at level 10? I'd have to check. Because obviously I did say at the beginning, like, one thing to bear in mind, of course, is that this Frieza is going to be much better when he is actually full level 10 links. But yeah, see, now that Bujin's not attack lowered, we don't have any support on this rotation either. So double super. Obviously an easy A for this guy. It's very easy for them to make him very good, right? Give him a baseline attack and defense. Oof. That was a super attack from an STR unit. Although we did live, but, I mean, a couple of the units super attacked Cooler in the first turn, and he took like 60k, so, I mean, there's the comparison. But, I mean, he's a free-to-play type disadvantage unit, and he just survived a super attack from the STR Goku, so that's pretty good. Like I said, at level 10 links, he'd be very good. All they need to do with an easy A, he already has damage reduction, so you just give him some base attack and defense as part of his kit. Maybe give him more of a buff than 15, like with each hit, like 20% up to 100 maybe. And then he's going to be looking pretty good, like a defensive unit with damage reduction that's buffing movie bosses. Like with an easy A, he could definitely be very useful for some of the teams that he's on. But alright, so I guess we will float off. Let's get a stack for Coolizer actually, because he is probably, well, he's definitely weaker than STR Cooler. So we'll float Golden Frieza off because we don't really care too much about him at the moment. We've got a very defensive build for the team anyway. So now the next phase is against the Tech Bojack. So be interesting to see what we take. Oh no, wait, he is just in this phase, isn't he? I got... Wait, did I jump into the wrong one? Why did I think he was in at the end? Am I looking at the wrong one? Am I just being crazy? Yeah, no, he's tech in the final phase. I don't know why I thought he was in the final phase. Well, I guess we'll get to see how well he does in this particular phase, and then we will potentially die when we get to the tech one. But either way, I don't know why I thought Bojack was in. I haven't done this one for quite a while. But 100k defense with the support from third form FRIEZA. So 100k defense. Let's go ahead and I only have the Whis. I don't want to use a Whis because I want to see how much damage he takes. So I guess we have to roll the dice here. Third form FRIEZA could get killed by a super. 27k? I mean, that's not that bad, all things considered. Again, the final boss is not in, but if you're going to be running him as like a floating support unit on this rotation, having another unit like third form FRIEZA here to support, like say this was a turn with, well, I was going to say full power FRIEZA, but there's not a lot of synergy because obviously Golden FRIEZA supports movie bosses. But either way, right, LR Golden FRIEZA in slot 1. When he comes to global, for example. Third form FRIEZA in slot 2 gives him all that support. And then this movie boss's FRIEZA in slot 3. He would actually do reasonably well. And of course, it was third form FRIEZA that took the super attack. So, but there you go. I actually, to be honest, I'm not super disappointed. Like 30k, considering he's a free-to-play unit with no easy A, even though it is type advantage, you could probably get away with running him against some of these bosses that are actually in. But obviously, you know, when they finally revisit the Broly movie and we get stuff like a standalone Blue Gogeta, standalone full power Broly, we'll get easy A's for the AGL Gogeta and physical Broly, then yeah, I would really like to see him get an easy A. And he definitely could be an interesting unit for the future. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.